So this is the SteamVR binding UI again. A lot of the changes have been on the backside, trying to implement a different way so that it's easier on the user side to do different binding. So for example, if you can see the different levels of the force, so this is the touch, and if you kind of squeeze further, it goes to a click. Previously on our kind of prototype bindings, this was done by just kind of setting a random threshold, whereas right now we implemented it differently so that you can just kind of select a click binding to a certain action, so it should be easier. You still have the flexibility to do that on your own, but on a general day-to-day basis it should be easier to do different bindings, and that's the case for all different inputs. The other thing that we were also trying to get working properly is the different gestures, which we had before, but just making it work in the current system. That's the binding UI. And if we go to the Half-Life Alyx, the binding for that is ready as well. You've got your grab lock and squeeze to obviously squeeze and grab things, release to release. This is your inventory. You can swap guns. So first switch to a different gun. You will shoot, which is your trigger, reload, and grab a new magazine, and yeah, so that's reloaded and everything working. You've also got your stand toggle so that you can reach things. You've got your point gesture, and you use your thumb pad to. So that's actually a chord binding. So I suppose for the power users, they should know what this is. So you've got your point and teleport to walk around. Hopefully it's more intuitive. We showed you the bindings earlier, and you can see them in the virtual hands or virtual controllers as well. So if I go to hands, you can see the index is pointed to where your index should be. Your middle finger to your middle, where you should be on the ET. The ring is incorrectly bound, as you can see, it goes to the trackpad instead. But and there's your pinky finger. This is also showing you that we have individual finger tracking for each different inputs. It's just not showing on the actual hands because we need support from Valve and do more work in getting the skeleton working. But all the inputs are there and bound to all the different actions. So if you can hear the vibration on the controller, this is not the native haptics from ET, this is coming from SteamVR. There's a mismatch between how we handle the haptics versus how SteamVR sends it. That's why it's a lot noisier than it should be, which is in progress. And yeah, and it's getting there.